Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this after the live stream, just go directly down below in the description box. Take a look at those timestamps and go to your designated timestamp. Now, if you are watching this live, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my links are down below. All right, intuitive friends. Today I'll be channeling messages focusing on couples readings. Okay, so I already did the fire signs as well as the earth signs. I just finished with the air signs. And of course, last but not least, I'll be focusing on the water signs: Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Of course, each of you individually will get a message here. So, Scorpio, I will do a message specifically for you. And of course, you'll see the timestamp later down below in the description box. Cancer, I will do a reading just for Cancer couples, and of course for those of you who are Pisces. Okay, so that being said, we're going to jump into the reading. If you just so you understand the format, I'm going to start with Scorpio, followed up by Cancer, and then last but not least Pisces. Okay, now if you're interested in finding out more messages in other elements, for example, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, take a look. I just did those yesterday, as well as Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Also did that yesterday as well, channeled those messages. And for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, I just finished channeling those messages a little while ago, okay? All right, so let us begin with Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Scorpio sun, moon, rising, or if you're a Scorpio in other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, partnerships, marriage, relationships, then these messages are for you. And what are those areas? If you are a Scorpio Venus or a Scorpio Juno in your Juno, if you are a Scorpio in your fifth house, or if you're a Scorpio in your eighth house, then these messages are also for you, Scorpio, as well as your partner, your significant other. Okay. All right, Scorpio, let's take a look here at what may be potentially unfolding for both you and your partner potentially in the month of October. Okay, so you just saw me switch, or not switch, or reverse half of the deck, and that's because this deck has messages on both sides of the cards. Okay, so the message that I'll be channeling for you, Scorpio, and your partner is the message that's going to be facing me. Okay. All right, let's take a look here, Scorpio. What may be potentially unfolding for you and your partner in the month of October? Okay, potential energy unfolding here for Scorpio and their partner. And you both have here crossing over, bridge the gap between your heart with trust. Okay, crossing over. Message here about trust. Interesting. Okay, so what's coming through here for the both of you is that October may be a little bit of a challenge in regards to maybe a discussion, a situation, circumstance, or event that may be potentially coming through. Okay, and you may be, or you may feel. Okay, there could be feelings, emotions, experience, perspective. You are on one side, Scorpio, and your partner may be on the opposite side of the spectrum here. You may not be both agreeing on something, and it's funny because I'm hearing timing. So the timing of something, okay, or the blossoming of something. All right. Now, this is saying here that although there is a huge gap or a disconnect here in regards to perspectives, in regards to expectations, okay, you may be feeling and you may have your own thoughts, mindset, and expectations. Your partner may have a whole complete, you know, script in their mind. And this gap between the both of you here, it's a lot about how to build the trust within this gap so that both of you feel comfortable enough to either one or two things: talk about what's going on and come up with a resolution, a compromise, negotiate, compromise here, or sit and have a discussion and say, well, listen, is this going in the trajectory or on the trajectory that we are both wanting still as goals? Like, are both our goals in the same trajectory? Are we both wanting to meet that same goal as partners, as the we bubble and as the me bubble? Are we both on the same path of alignment? And if not, then a conversation needs to be had, because there is, or potentially here, a huge void that could be felt by both of you, or more by one person than the other person. And if this gap is not bridged, talked about, okay, negotiated, reflected upon, why do I feel so disconnected from my partner? And your partner may be thinking the same thing. Why do I feel so disconnected from Scorpio? But there could be here this potential disconnect. Now, again, whether it's a feeling, whether it's an experience, whether it's each of your perspectives, but there may be a gap. Now, especially if this gap is talking about a specific topic that just keeps resurfacing, or a specific emotion that just keeps coming back, it's not resolved. Anything that keeps coming back, no matter how times it's discussed, no matter how many times it comes back, is one thing and one thing only: a resolution hasn't been set, a compromise hasn't been set. Something does not feel like is completely discussed, or there's a resolution here that both parties feel comfortable. So that's what this is talking about. You may be on this side, your partner may be on this side, and here is this void, here is this gap. And in the month of October, that may feel a little bit more uncomfortable because of that Mercury that's going in retrograde on November 9th. Now, you may say to yourself, November 9th, that's far away. That's like a month away. Yeah, it is. However, when we're talking about, Mercury going retrograde, sometimes that is felt 2 weeks to a week before the actual retrograde kicks in. That means you may be experiencing that gap, that void, that tension, that misunderstanding, that feeling out of sorts energy a lot quicker than November, because of this energy that you may be feeling. Now, some of you may have strong Mercury placements, like I do. Gemini or Virgo, maybe in your Mercury, maybe other placements on your astrological natal chart. If it's not you, it may be your partner. So again, that is here, that type of energy is coming through here as your message. Now let's continue to dive deeper and peel back the layers here. Oh, okay, there we go. We have finances and career, and that crossing the soulmate card. So, oh, and there's another card, friend zoned. Okay, there are three cards that just jumped out of the deck. Let's talk about this. Remember that I said that some of you here, and again, take it with a grain of salt, okay, as well, because again, you can shift energies here. But I said some of you are going to feel very disconnected from your partnership, and there may be a question about where do we go from here? Should we, go our separate ways here, or should we still are we still in the same alignment? Do we have the same goals or not? Okay. So for finances and career, that may be one of the points of contention here, whether it's finances or whether it's career. And when I mean career, it could be anything within your career. It could be the scheduling of your job or your career. It could be where you want to head in regards to your career. And again, that's for both of you. It could be promotions or things that you want to evolve and expand in your career. And whatever decision here, whatever that point of contention here, both of you need to discuss that, because again, there's that void, there's that very point of contention here between the both of you, which could potentially magnify as October gets closer to November. As we get closer to November, that may amplify. Finances, how are the finances? That's another sticky point here that may be coming up. Soulmate, okay? Now, that could also be a sticky point. You may be saying, well, how can that be a sticky point? Well, here's the thing. You have two people who were raised probably different, have different mindsets, different experiences in life. There may be some commonality, but they may have different expectations about their connection, about their relationship. One person may be thinking about one end goal, the other person may be thinking about a different end goal. So, in the month of October, there may be here a point in time where there needs to be a reassessment of, do we still have the same we goal, and do we agree on each other's me goals? Okay. So that type of clarity is needed, because even though there may be a lot of emotions and attractions, right? At the end of the day, are we still in agreement with our core beliefs and values in regards to a healthy connection, in regards to a healthy relationship? There may be a gap here between the both of you in regards to that. Another, and again, I feel here with the friend zone, is that either one of you, okay, either you, Scorpio, or your partner, someone here may potentially be feeling, okay, in the month of October, where there is a lack of fill in the blank. It's going to be different for everyone. It could be a lack of passion. There's a lack of chemistry. There's a lack of spark, okay, a fire. There may be a little bit of monotony, a little bit of routine, okay, especially if you are a seasoned connection, or especially if you are the type of person who needs a lot of variety in certain aspects, okay, fill in the blank, whatever that may be, okay. Whatever this is, there may be a lack of passion, and either both of you or one of you may be feeling that, and that again could be that gap and that void that will amplify as October gets closer to the ending of October and then closer to November, because that's where that Mercury retrograde is happening, right? So this could be the three possible potential areas here that may, in a way here, be causing a gap or a void between you and your partner, potentially in the month of October. And if that's the case, there needs to be a hard look here on specifics. Like, what do we do if we're so far apart, or our emotions are so disconnected, or we feel isolated, disconnected, however that may be? Conversation needs to be had, because either you both will agree on a set path of how to bridge the gap and that void between the both of you, or there may be here a solution or resolution discussed where there may be here kind of like, I don't know if I want to continue in this connection. Okay. So again, those could be here some factors that may be unfolding here for the both of you. Now, let's dive deeper into this reading and see what else is coming through. What else is coming through here? I feel here that there's a sense of uncertainty in something. Someone here, whether it's you, Scorpio, or whether it's your partner, there's a feeling of hesitation. I feel this energy here of like, I'm not sure. I'm uncertain. There's a little bit of apprehension here, which again needs to be discussed because that uncertainty is causing a bit of a void or a disconnect here within the connection, potentially in the month of October. Look at that. Validation, confirmation, grounding. Something may not feel as strong or as grounded or as stable. And look at that. I was going to put it back, but look, you see, something here is not as 100% as you would like it to be or your partner would like to be. And if that's the case, something will arise from this energy in the month of October. And that could be the point where both of you either bridge the gap or remain separate energetically. Because remember, this says bridge the gap between your hearts with trust. So there could be here feelings of like, I don't know, I'm not sure. I don't know how this is going. I'm not feeling to 100%. There may be other things that may be keeping either you, Scorpio, or your partner in the connection. It may be career, it may be finances, it may be other reasons, but it may not be the right reason here. And the right reason here being the love and the connection with one another. So there could be here a little bit of uncomfortability. Okay. So grounding is going to be super important. Finding a common ground, right? Working towards a more stable common ground. All right. This says growth, endurance, and performance. Okay. How have both of you, or how will both of you ensure that you are working towards this feeling here of a disconnect that could potentially be unfolding here for the both of you? There's a surface story. Remember, I just said some of you may be making excuses here in the month of October. Oh, it's just a rough patch, which is true. It could be just a rough patch, but you need to look beyond the fact that there are just emotions here or responsibilities here. People that are connected to each other because of the kids or money or career, or we might as well, or, that coasting energy. And this is talking about that coasting energy, maybe that surface story. You need to really look deeper to understand where is this gap, coming from, and how can we repair the gap if both of us are still moving into this trajectory of a goal as a we, and also as a me, right? So individual goals and together goals. All right. It says here depths for transformation. Interesting here, Scorpio, because your card, and I'm going to show you here, your card in tarot that represents Scorpio, when we're talking about the major arcanas, is the death card in tarot. The death card in tarot is ruled by Scorpio, which is about transformation. It's about ending things in order to bring it new in a new and transformed energy. So very interesting how this is kind of in a way mentioning the death card here in tarot. It's time for you to stop looking at the whatever this gap may be, whatever void is being felt from a superficial level and start taking a look underneath. For example, if there's just bandages that have been placed here just to try to make it to another day, this is talking about you need to look what's going on underneath that bandage. How is that wound healing? Is it infected? Is it healing? Is it coming together? Like, what's going on? Instead of just placing some surface, you know, bandage, so to speak. Okay. So this is talking about to uncover, there we go, validation confirmation, uncover the hidden perspectives, emotions, uncertainty, apprehension, delays, the stalling. If someone is stalling here on something, it could indicate here that there is a sense of like, I'm not sure. Whatever this is, it's going to be super important to talk about that because this may be unfolding here for you. And with that Mercury that's going in retrograde November 9th, you may be feeling those energies starting at the ending of October. So, Scorpio, this is talking about bridging the gap between your hearts with trust. Okay, that is the main energy here. How are you and your partner going to bridge the gap that is being felt, experienced, or that may intensify in the month of October? Let's see what else is coming through. Again, this is a deck that has double messages, my side and your side. I'll be channeling the side that's pointing towards me. Rising to the challenge, floating on air, advance. This is going to be a tipping point here. Are you both going to agree to rise above the challenge? Are you both going to advance either together as a couple, or are you going to together as a couple, like with the soulmate energy that I was saying here? Okay. Or are you going to advance individually? Friend zoned here with this card. Okay, so I feel that again, validation confirmation here. Scorpio, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe. Drop a rose in the comment section if these messages have resonated for you. Until next time, Scorpio, thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on your notification bell and all alerts. And I hope to see you during the free 5-minute mini readings that I do give on my channel during the week to give all of you, the ones that are interested, a free reading. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts so that as soon as I am on the channel doing readings, you are notified. Okay. Thank you so much, Scorpio. Up next, we have Cancer. In the meantime, while I'm placing back the cards in their proper deck, I do want to say to all of you, thank you so much. For those of you who are joining the live, for those of you who are subscribing, greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you are enjoying the messages. Don't forget to take a look at the monthly readings playlist where your October readings are already done for you. I'm also going to remind you here of the messages focusing on what you don't see coming, the last 3 months of the year, October, November, December. That's in the bonus messages playlist. So if you're interested in finding out more about those readings, I did them all from Aries all the way through Pisces. Okay, so take a look at that. What else? We have pick a card readings. We have more pick a card readings, really interesting topics. So stay tuned for that. One of which is coming out on Saturday, and another one that's coming out during next week. I mean, there's pretty much back to back. There's a lot of content coming through. So don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification bell and all alerts. And remember to join me during the lives. I still, of course, I join. I do lives, so just join me during the lives if you're interested in getting a quick 5-minute reading. We have lots of fun when we do that. So yeah, a lot of you come up and and turn up. So thank you so much for the love, the loyalty, and the support. All right, up next, we're going to do Cancer. Now listen carefully, intuitive friends. If you missed the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, those are up already. Taurus Taurus. I don't know why I say Taurus. Cancer. Who? Maybe Cancer. There's some Taurus situation. I don't know. We'll see. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the Earth signs. Those are up. I just finished doing the air signs. I haven't put in the timestamps yet. I will do that as soon as I finish the water signs. And of course, I'm doing the water signs now. Okay. All right, intuitive friends, let's take a look here. And we have Cancer. Hi, Cancer. Welcome back to the channel. If you are a Cancer sun, moon, rising, or if you are a Cancer in other astrological natal placements on your astrological natal charts that focus on love, marriage, connections, partnerships, relationships, and those placements are or could be any of the following. You are a Cancer Venus. You may be a Cancer Juno. You may be a Cancer in your 8th house, or you're a Cancer in your 5th house. If you have those placements, then these messages are also for you and your partner in the month of September. I'm sorry, in the month of October. Today, I'll be channeling messages focusing on what may be potentially unfolding both for you, Cancer, and for your significant other. Okay, what may be potentially unfolding for you. All right. So my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, take a look down below in the description box. They're all there for you to see. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Ooh, look what just came out all by its lonesome self here, Cancer. It says Solo Refuge. Very interesting. This is sounding very similar to Scorpio's reading, but let's read what it says. And of course, this card has two messages, but I'm channeling the one that's focusing or pointing towards me. Okay, it says Solo Refuge. In solitude's embrace, singles find the strength to regroup and rediscover their path. Ooh, very interesting. There may be a little bit of a soul searching type of month for you, Cancer, as well as your partner. I told you there's some similarities here to already. I'm getting the same energy here or similar energy to the reading, to Scorpio's reading. Okay, so if you know your astrological natal chart, and you know your other placements, then those placements, whether it be Venus, Juno, 5th or 8th house, you should be looking at messages in those areas too, because those are connected to partnerships. So I feel that some of you here may have a Scorpio placement. Okay. Now, if it's not you, it could be your partner. All right. However, this may be, this is talking about here some type of soul searching that may be potentially occurring in the month of October between you, Cancer, and your partner. I feel this is more introspective. There's this happening inside of maybe your mind or your heart and your partner as well. Now, you, Cancer, or your partner in the month of October may feel a little bit like the Hermit in Tarot. Maybe you're feeling that way now at the beginning of October. Maybe you'll be feeling that way towards the ending of October, because the ending of October is going to be closer to that Mercury that's going in retrograde. So wherever this may be felt, this is talking about this energy of recalibrating, taking a look at something, restructuring also. There's an energy here of introspection, of solitude, of soul searching. Very, very heavy energy here of that Hermit in Tarot in Tarot. Okay. So the Hermit card in Tarot is ruled by Virgo. Could also be some Virgo placements there too for some of you. Now, and if that's the case, let me tell you, if you have Gemini and Virgo, in different areas in your astrological natal chart, you're going to feel that retrograde a lot when it stops by. Okay, so just keep that in the back of your mind. But this is talking about some sense of reflection, whether it's that you, Cancer, are reflecting about something very specific individually to you, or whether it's your partner specifically reminiscing or thinking about something in regards to them. But here's the thing, even if it's just you, Cancer, or even if it's just your partner, it's going to impact both of you because you're in a connection. So there is this sense here of trying to hang on to your inner strength, your mental strength, your emotional strength, regrouping, especially if your emotions are kind of like all over the place, or there's this energy of feeling a little bit out of balance or out of sorts, okay, not on an even keel. And again, you may feel great now, but again, like I said, Mercury retrograde is coming up, so this may develop as October continues to unfold. But whatever this is, energy wise, it's talking about rediscovering here. Are you both on the same path? Are you on the both on the same trajectory when you're thinking about your connection together as a couple? And there may be these talks, the sense of, thinking, recalibrating, figuring something out here. Are we still on the same path? And that's something here that I'm telling you, Cancer, Scorpio had the same kind of energy also coming through for them. Kind of like, let's do a check-in, okay? Now, this is just one of the cards that are, one of the decks. I still have three more that I want to share with you. And let's see how else this message unfolds for both you, Cancer, and your partner, okay? So, okay, let's see what else is coming through here. Don't forget, Cancer, to take a look at your monthly reading. All the October readings are done. Take a look at those pick a card readings. Lots is coming through. Ooh, religious factors. All right, let's take a look at this. Now, it says religious factors, but it doesn't have to be religious factors, okay? Religious is just saying it could be an aspect having to do with belief systems here, or a section here of maybe someone's perspective, someone's belief system, values, how they were raised, how they see something. Okay, so although and it could be religious, of course, but it could also be other aspects. Okay, now what's coming through here for you, Cancer, and your partner is that there may be here a situation, circumstance, or event, or an environment, or maybe just a conversation that you or your partner may feel like needs to be had. And this conversation may highlight the differences that you have in regards to fill in the blank, whatever that may be, and your partner's differences on what they may be thinking, feeling, or experiencing about fill in the blank. This could be, again, individual, or it could be connected to specifically your connection, your relationship. Whatever this is, again, there's this energy of having to really take a good look on your own and reflect about something before either a solution or a resolution is kind of like you say yes to something. Before you select or choose to say yes or to say no about something, really think about how this could impact you and how it could impact your connection, and vice versa. Whatever your partner here may be going through, maybe sharing with you, or whatever this is, whether it's individually or within your connection, there is this energy here of needing to take a look at something with a kind of like a microscope and really look internally, whether it's internally within the connection or individually, where there is this sense of introspection, soul searching, solitude, looking at something deeper to see where is it that we're having a miscommunication or a misunderstanding. What is it that we can do as a couple in order to create a more of a compromise? Where can we agree to disagree also, right? Because yeah, there are times that there may be a compromise, and there are times that we may not be able to compromise. It's one of those things where it's like, you know what? We're not agreeing on on something that both of us are going to agree on. So how about agreeing to disagree on this just for now? Let's table it for now, right? But that's that energy that's coming through here in regards to these factors here that may amplify the fact that both of you are not on the same page in regards to something. Let's see what else is unfolding here potentially for you, Cancer. Let's see what else is coming through for you and your partner, of course, not just you, for you and your partner. Let's see what else is coming through. And you have here, okay, don't worry about what this says in the top. This is about new beginnings, okay? So this says new beginnings, liberation, okay, reborn, transition, tragic endings, okay? Now, here's the thing. I'm telling you, this was very similar to the Scorpio reading. You, Cancer, either you or your partner may have a placement in Scorpio, because literally Scorpio had a very, very similar reading. These perspectives that may not be on the same plane, those differences that we may have, I'm saying I'm not me, but you and your partner may have, right? Those differences that you may have, there may be a point here, whether it's you, Cancer, or your partner, where either one of you or both of you may decide here, are we moving towards the same goal or are we not? Are we both moving towards whatever the end goal of the we is? Or are we, or have we gotten to a place in the connection where now it's like, we seem to be going in this direction, opposite directions? For some of you, there may be talks here about really taking a look at how these differences are truly challenging your connection in your partnership, in your relationship, your belief system, your family values, what you truly wholeheartedly believe, whether it's your perspective, whatever this may be. And it may be a tipping point here, especially with that Mercury that's coming, that's going to come in retrograde, where some of you may say, all right, I'm going to take time to think about how we can solve this and we can resolve this. And others of you, it may be, well, I don't feel that this is moving in the trajectory of a partnership that I would like to continue in, whether it's you, Cancer, or your partner. So there may be here a decision of we stick this through together as a couple and we work together. And yes, we may have differences, but let's figure out how we're going to have this clean slate type of energy. What are we going to compromise on? What will we continue to work to see how it evolves? And others of you may say, you know what, this isn't moving because I'm not sure, or my partner's not sure, or we're not sure. Okay. So that is the message here that's coming through. And that may be the reason here why solo refuge may be here, because some of you may choose to go down the path of being by yourself, and others of you just need time to reflect by yourself, but then have the conversation with your partner and then coming to terms with working together as a couple. So again, take what may resonate and where your relationship may be at this point in time. Interesting. That did a super huge peekaboo. What is this about? Okay, so I'm going to take that out because I anytime I see a card that does that, I have to it's a kind of semi pop out. It did a little peekaboo, so I'll take out another one for you. Let's see what else is coming through. Okay. So again, it's what's facing me. So it's not the yes that's facing you, it's the no that's facing me, which is interesting because it's giving more validation confirmation to what I was talking about at the top of the reading, or I should say in regards to this, like the factors that we're not meshing, and the new beginnings, liberation, transition, tragic ending card. Now, here with this, it says no, starved for attention, empty promises, void. Okay, so there may be some talks having to do with this type of energy here. Again, that is giving more validation confirmation to this religious factors. Here with new beginnings, liberation, reborn, and transition, we have no, feeling run down, tired, rough time, too much. Okay, so there may be here this feeling of, we've discussed this a million times and we're just keep hitting that wall of not understanding each other. Okay. For others of you, I do feel that this is just a rough patch, meaning it's bittersweet. You may be going through a difficult time right now, but that could also be very much easily turned around as long as both of you are working towards your connection. That being said, Cancer, I hope these messages have been insightful. Drop a rose in the comment section to let me know if these messages may resonate for you throughout the month of October. Until then, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts. Remember, I do 5-minute mini tarot and oracle readings on my channel for those of you who are subscribers. So if you want to take part in those sessions, you do need to be subscribed to the channel. So hope to see you then. That being said, oh, that's not this one. That being said, thank you so much, Cancer. And that's not that one either. Thank you so much, Cancer. And I'll see you next time. Okay. Thank you so much. Up next, we have Pisces. While I place these cards back into the deck here, I do want to say thank you to all of you intuitive friends who have stopped by during this live and who have given a thumbs up, a like, who have shared this channel with like-minded souls, and for those of you who have decided to subscribe. I greatly appreciate it, okay? All right, intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at the October readings. Those are already out for you. Don't forget to take a look at the what you don't see coming messages also, and those are in the bonus messages playlist. So take a look at that playlist as well. The singles readings are in the singles section, and of course I'm doing pick a cards for you because for those of you who are single and maybe just stopping by to say hi or just to find out what's going on, then no worries. Remember, I have a 5-part pick a card series for you guys, so it's going to be super cool. We're up to part 3 now, which is coming out for you, I want to say, next week. Okay. All right, that being said, we're going to switch over to Pisces. Hello, Pisces, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Pisces sun, moon, rising, or if you are Pisces in other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, relationships, connection, marriage, and partnerships, and those areas may be if you are a Pisces Venus, a Pisces Juno, or a Pisces 5th house, or a Pisces 8th house. If you have those placements of Pisces in those areas and in those houses, then these messages are also for you, Pisces, and for your significant other. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, then don't forget to take a look down below in the description box, as all those links are down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Now, Pisces, let's take a look here at what may potentially be here unfolding for you in the month of October between you, Pisces, and your partner. Okay. Now, don't forget, Pisces, to take a look at other placements, especially the placements, your partner's placements, right? Or your connections placement throughout the reading. Okay. So let's see what's coming through the both of you. Boundless spirit. Your only limits are the ones you put on yourself. Okay, this is looking good. Whatever you believe or whatever you perceive individually or as a couple is what your mind is going to believe. So, are you focusing on what you can do together, or are you focusing on what you can't do together? Are you looking at the glass half full, or are you looking at the glass half empty? All right. The only limits your connection has are the limits that you may be placing on it, or the ones that your partner may be placing on it. So the parts that you're saying we can't, if you keep saying we can't, then you're not going to, because you're not leaving room for anything else other than not being able to. But you shift that energy and you start looking at things and you're focusing on things on we can do this instead, and we can pivot in this direction, or we can compromise or agree or negotiate on that specific situation, circumstance, event, energy, feeling, experience, whatever it may be, then that is going to lead into the path of optimism. It's the path of being in a winner mindset. And if you look at this person here, their mindset is of a winner because they're crossing something over, they're accomplishing something. There's this kind of yay type of attitude. There's this, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but there's a very fine strip here, as if this person is finally being able to cross the finish line. So how this energy unfolds for you and your partner potentially here in the month of October is very much dependent upon where your focus as a couple is. Is your focus as a couple on what we can't do, or is your focus as a couple on what we can do? And if it's something that you feel that you can do together as a couple, then figuring out how you're going to do what needs to be done in order for those goals to be accomplished. Now, when I say how, I don't mean the micromanaging how. I don't mean the how is it going to evolve or how is it going to blossom. Not that part. The how on what steps do we need to take as a couple in order to start the momentum in allowing ourselves to put the effort and the consistency in something that we want to happen in the near future in regards to our connection. So that means the how is always left up to the universe. How it's going to play out is something that we don't know. It's beyond our control. But the efforts and the energy and the simple steps or small steps that we apply in the gaining momentum of whatever this may be here, this project, this goal, is within your ability to change or to grow or to add, right? So that you can do together as a couple. So that's the part that I'm focusing on here. And again, what together as a couple, what are the elements that are needed in order for both of you to achieve your goals? Now, when I say your goals, I mean your goals individually as well as your goals together as a partner. Let's see what else is coming through here for you, Pisces, and your partner. You have here calling your soulmate. In the month of October, calling your soulmate and open your heart. Okay, I'm going to take both out here for you. In the month of October here, Pisces, you may feel like you're wishing, hoping, praying, manifesting some type of resolution here, or wanting to strengthen something here, something that you're like, me and my partner and I, we need to kind of figure out this thing, or how, or not how, but what are the steps that we need to do in order to accomplish that goal that we want to accomplish in the near future. So there's this energy here of wishing, hoping, desiring, yearning for that to appear in sign, symbol, synchronicities, or as an improvement or progress in your connection. I do feel that you will see some type of improvement here. There may be here some type of sign, symbol, synchronicities, because it says here, your prayers, affirmations, and visualization help bring you together. So both of you here may be, like I said, on the trajectory of let's repair, let's fix, and it will require both of you to open your hearts. If your hearts are not, your emotions are not in the direction towards that goal that you both would like, if there's only one person, it's going to be challenging, because the we goal should be both people really seeing that end goal that they want to accomplish in their connection, right? As well as the me goals. Well, what do we need to do in regards to the me goals, right? What do I need to do? What do you need to do for yourself, Pisces, in order to make, things grow and blossom in regards to all aspects of your life? Same thing with your partner. What is your partner doing in order to grow and to flourish in all aspects of their life? And so here with open heart, it says, love is the highest energy. Let it in. Okay. So there's a reminder here not to restrict. Okay. Not to restrict, not to constrain, not to pressure your partner, or your partner pressure you, or your partner pressure you, to allow yourselves to feel the unfolding naturally here of what it is that you really want to continue to grow and to blossom. So I do feel that there is this sense of conversation that needs to be had here in order to find out, well, how can we strengthen fill in the blank? Okay. All right, let's see what else is coming through here. I'm also here, I'm getting this message of making sure that you don't have this jaded energy. And ta-da, this falls out of the deck all by itself himself. So let's see what this is about. Jaded energy means that you're not guarding your heart to the point that you're creating a barrier, whether it's you, Pisces, or whether it's your partner. Okay, whether this barrier may be, making one of you feel here a little bit disconnected or alienated. Now, more than one card here fell out of the deck, and you have here, harness your inner strength to overcome obstacles. Unspeakable. There are obstacles. Okay. So there may be some obstacles, challenges, or blockages here that you will need to talk about and look in a different way. What's the perspective? Are we looking at the glass half full, or are we looking at the glass half empty? If it's half full, then we are looking at it in a very optimistic point of view. If we're looking at the glass half empty, then we're looking at it from the aspect of being a little bit more pessimistic. We don't really believe that things are going to get better, right? So again, this energy here all depends upon how you are viewing things together as a couple in the month of October. Okay, so let's take a look at what is the other one. The other one here says soulmate, similar with like-minded individuals, creating soul families. Now, this is the second card here, Pisces, that is talking about soulmate. So I feel here what may be unfolding potentially for you and your partner here, Pisces, is that both of you are going to be focusing on putting in the efforts needed in order to grow, blossom, and bloom in this connection. And remember that the message at the top of the reading says here, boundless spirit. Your only limits are the ones you put on yourself. So what limiting beliefs or self-sabotaging thoughts you may have, either individually or as a couple, that you really need to let go of so that you can really focus on a winner mindset. Okay, remember, that's a person who's running the marathon there and who's allowing themselves to get to the goal here because they are like, I'm gonna win. Okay, all right, let's see what else is coming through here for you, Pisces, and your partner. Now, this deck that I am shuffling right now at this moment in time, Pisces, is a deck that also has two messages on both sides. Now, of course, the message that I'll be channeling for you here, Pisces, and your partner is the message that is pointing towards me. Okay, so let's see what comes to. Ooh, saw that? It just literally popped out all by itself. What does this say? This says, no, beyond your limit, done to death, not viable. So you and your partner may have conversations about what seems reasonable and what doesn't seem reasonable. What can we agree on that will allow us to get to our goal as a couple as well as goals individually? And what do we need to reassess? What do we need to take a moment and say to ourselves, okay, this is something that we need to talk about. Okay. And if you need to tweak it, you tweak it. If you need to, you know, make it so that it makes sense in your lifestyles, then that is going to require both of you here to have a chat. Okay. My apologies. I just realized here that you weren't able to see that. So there you go. Okay. That being said here, Pisces, that's all the message that I have for both of you here in the month of October. I hope these messages have been insightful. Please feel free to drop a rose in the comment section to let me know that you have felt like these messages have resonated for you and your partner throughout the month of October. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts, and I'll see you during our free live mini readings that I do on a weekly basis here on my channel, but only for those of you who are subscribers. That being said, thank you so much, Pisces, and all the water signs for your love, your loyalty, and your support, and I'll see you next time.